Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show we are going to have Brady. Brady is from Austin in Texas in the USA. So let's see what Brady has to say. Enjoy the interview.
Hey, good morning.
Hello Brandon, good morning, how are you?
Good. I'm doing great. You having a good morning so far? Or what time is it?
Yes, now in London now it's 2 p.m.
Oh, okay. Well, good afternoon. Yeah.
It's very cold. I woke up this morning very early to go to the gym and was freezing. It was really cold. It's still cold, but now it's a bit sunshine now. But it was really cold in the morning.
Yeah, it's gotten just cold this morning. Last night I was like walking back from dinner and it was muggy, and then this morning it's just like so freaking cold.
Brandon, before we start the game, just tell me, where are you from?
I'm originally from El Paso, Texas, USA, but I live in Austin now.
How long have you been living there for?
For a decade now.
And why Austin? Why did you move there?
There was something magical calling me about the town, and so one time I went out to some bars and I met a group of guys, and they basically forced me to play pool with them, even though I'm not really good at pool. And they became friends, and I was like, wow, these guys are really cool. And I had a great night. Ended up hanging out a couple times with this group of friends, and they kind of convinced me to move here.
And how far is El Paso from Austin?
It's about 9 hours, a 9-hour drive.
Okay, it's not very close.
No, it's not very close at all. Yeah.
And all your family are back there in El Paso?
Yeah, most of them. I have a sister in Dallas, some family here, but mostly in El Paso, yeah.
I see. And what do you do for a living, Brandon?
I work for a technology tech company out of Australia. It's an online marketplace.
Wow. And tell me a little bit about your job. What do you like the most about your job?
The most I like about my job, it's gotta be the company itself, the people itself that work there. It's just, it's so diverse, and everyone is just so different, but everyone gets along. And yeah, it's just probably the culture.
Amazing. So it's interesting. When I was looking at your profile and you said you are from El Paso. El Paso is a very Spanish name, isn't it? So why is that? Is it because the community there is quite big, the city, or there's something behind the name, or?
Yeah, so it's a very Hispanic town. It's right on the border of New Mexico, a state in the U.S., Texas, and of course Mexico. So it was known as like the Pass of the North, where the conquistadores would go through, pass through this mountain range and come to the U.S.
I see. Right, so just before we start our game, William the Magic Box, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself.
Something interesting about myself. I would say that I am obsessed with documentaries. So I will usually watch like a documentary every weeknight, just something different, just to, keep my knowledge up.
Very good. My best friend as well, he loves documentary. He's always watching documentaries all the time. Actually, he signed up for YouTube now because there are so many documentaries out there. And he said, Willie, I need to sign up because there are so much intervals in between this promotion thing. And said, no, I need to sign up. And he watched a lot of documentaries as well. Good one.
Yeah, mostly mine are like aliens. Judging by my t-shirt, I got this UFO, but a lot of those definitely mixed in there too.
There we go. Okay, Brandon, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Amazing. Welcome to William the Magic Box. I've got here my best friends, full of random fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to move a little bit before the first question.
All right.
Let's do it. Okay, Brandon, ready for the first question?
Ready.
Through the game, if there is a question that you don't have an answer for, you don't want to answer, I always can change, okay? Very friendly, right? First question for you is, what do you think are the best traits for a person to have?
Emotional intelligence, number one. I would say kindness, and I would say just always wanting to be a better person. I would say those are the best traits.
Very good, very good. I love that. Second question. Let's do it. Okay, Brandon, before the next question, so through this time you've been living in Austin, what's the best part and what's the most challenging part of living there so far?
Gosh. I would say it's the best and the worst part because it's a hit and a miss, but it's the people. The people are great. There's so many great people. They're all on the same wavelength and everyone's just, really great progressive thinkers. But there's also a lot of new people to this city, so it's kind of hard to meet people and everyone's new, and it's also kind of hard to date as well. So it's the best and the worst part for sure.
Why do you say why is it difficult to date over there? Why do you say that?
Because everyone's coming into a new city and there's so many people to meet that nobody wants to go on actual dates anymore.
It's too fast nowadays, isn't it? Now fast, too fast with the apps and everything. It's so fast. Yeah. Great. Next question for you is, what is your favorite guilty pleasure TV show?
I would probably have to say Ancient Aliens. It's a really geeky answer, but definitely Ancient Aliens.
Why?
It's because they're always proposing these far-fetched scenarios or conspiracies, but I think it's always interesting to question anything, even if you know the answer. It's just knowing the other possibilities that could be.
Wow. Do you believe that there are some other lives in other planets, or there is some other, let's say, species or aliens out there that you're not connected with? Do you believe that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about it. Why do you believe that?
I just feel like there's been enough information that's come out lately, footage that's been released from the White House and stuff, declassified things, and all of it does overtly recognize that there are unidentified aerial phenomena. That's what they call UFOs now. There's just things that they're seeing out there that are unexplainable. And now that it's all come out, it's just kind of no one's really paying attention to it because it's so far-fetched, or pop culture's made it seem like something far-fetched. But I think the truth is just right there in front of us. We're just not wanting to really believe it fully.
Did you ever had a situation or have seen something unexpected in your, yourself? Do you have anything you could share?
Nothing with aliens. I just feel like, they're kind of elusive and they probably have some, technology where we can't really see them if they don't want us to,
Very good. Good one. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, next question for you is, when was the last time that you cried and why?
The last time I cried was it was last week, and it was because it was someone that I have been used to date in the past, and we've kind of had a history, and it's just turned into something really complicated. We now live in different cities, and we've just kind of had to recognize that it's time to maybe move on.
Ooh, that's tough. That's really terrible to deal with, isn't it? Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brandon. I'm sorry to hear that. But time will tell. I think time is the best, is the only medicine for everything in life. I think time will tell emotionally, you know what I mean? I'm sure now you cannot see the big picture, but I'm sure in the future, something, it meant, I don't know, it meant to happen, it will happen, you know what I mean? But I know it's difficult, it's hard. I think when this kind of situation happen in our lives, we are never ready for it, for sure.
No, yeah. And not only in a different town, but just, mentally not ready for it, kind of going through some things. So, I understand that. And, you're right. Yeah. Time will tell. And, there's something, there's a path for me that's supposed to be for me. And I just got to trust it. So I'm going with that.
I'll share something with you now. My last breakup has been a few years now. And of course, I was in a very, challenge moment. And I heard this little phrase saying, time will tell, and actually comforts me also a lot at the time, because even though when you are there in the situation, you know what I mean, it's hard and difficult, but when I look back now, and it's so true, because sometimes just need to let the universe deal with, you know what I mean, through to the universe, if things can get back together or not, or you know what I mean. And I'm sure in the future you're gonna see the big picture, and things gonna go better for sure.
Yeah, that's so sweet. Thank you so much for sharing that with me.
That's all right. Next one, let's do it. I think you have some Latin blood as well.
I do. I'm half Mexican.
Oh, there we go. Mom or dad?
My mom, yeah.
Oh, sweet. Next question for you is, where are you planning to go for your next vacation?
I'm planning to go to Puerto Vallarta or Breckenridge, Colorado. They're two totally different places, but I'm going with one of my good friends. We're gonna go hang out, have a good time. I've never been to either city. Our number one choice is Puerto Vallarta, but we'll see if that comes to fruition.
Very good. And do you have any connection there, or no? It just was a plan to go there. It was just an idea.
It's kind of one of those FOMO things. Everybody's going to Puerto Vallarta, and I have never been there. I've heard so much about it. I've heard people have great times there. It's super friendly, but I personally never been. So I gotta go see what everybody's talking about.
Why is that? It's a big point of what? It's like, I believe you're gay. Yeah? Are you gay? Yes.
Yeah, I'm gay. So I want to go, and I hear that it's like, it's a pretty inexpensive place to go, and that there's just beautiful hotels, beautiful people, very gay friendly, and not only that, but it's like a beautiful city visually, like Spanish colonial kind of type. So I want to see that, that rustic.
Great. Let me know if you manage to go. I'm feeling like going there now.
Yeah, let's go. Come with us.
I'm sure it's far away from me for sure.
Pretty far, yeah.
Next question. Let's do it. Before the next question, Brandon, as you say about being gay, did you always have the support of your family?
No, I had no support at all. So when I came out, I remember I was with my boyfriend, and my mom was wondering why I was not home yet. I was 19, and I told her, I was like, I'm with my boyfriend, and she's just like, we're coming over there right now. Where are you? And she went over to my boyfriend's house to go and pick me up. And they told me that I couldn't be gay, and that I was just confused, and that I was just going through something. So they were adverse like that for about 3 years. For a long time, actually. It was about like maybe 8 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, it was like 2009. Yeah, it wasn't. It was 2009 to about 2013. So it was about 4 years. Yeah,
right.
That they were just kind of like not into it. And then one time they were coming to visit me in Austin, and I told them, I was like, hey, I have a boyfriend now, and if you come, you're gonna have to meet him, and you're gonna have to also be okay with me being gay. And if you don't like that, then you shouldn't come visit me. So it took them a couple of days to get back to me and think about it, but eventually they're totally fine with it. And I mean, my parents, I consider them my, some of my best friends. So
amazing. Yeah. And do you have siblings as well?
I do. I have a younger sister and an older brother.
You are the middle child.
Yeah. Are you a middle child?
No, I just have one sister.
Okay. All right. You're lucky. You're lucky.
It's funny. Next question for you is, what do you miss the most from your childhood and why?
What do I miss the most about my childhood? Okay, so my grandpa, he used to love going for walks, and so he would always, come and take me for a walk, and we would walk to go get coffee. There was this place that had really good coffee that he liked, and we'd go walk there. We'd walk to the convenience store, and he would buy me like a chocolate. But when we'd go and walk and get coffee, there was this place called Whataburger. It was like a fast food restaurant, but it was where all his old friends would gather. And so I'd go there with my grandpa, and he's got all his older friends there, and they're all hanging out and they're all having coffee, females, males. And of course I walk in there and I'm the grandson of the group. And so of course, I'm getting all the attention from all the old people, and they're like, Mijo, and like all the things. So it was, definitely being with my grandpa and going for all those walks, going for hikes, just wherever he wanted to go.
I see. So as a child, did you have both language at home, or you just had more Spanish or English?
It was more English. It was like very rare Spanish. It was used for like, for like slang, or Spanglish, Spanish and English. So it was a lot of Spanglish mixed in there, mostly English.
I see. But you can speak fluently Spanish, I believe.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
I can get by.
I see. It's funny because I always say when my first language is Portuguese, and when we are learning Spanish, and when you travel in a Spanish country, we say we speak Portuñol. It's like a mix between Spanish and Portuguese with Spanish.
Yeah, Portuñol.
Yeah, Portuñol. Next question. For the next question, and what's the most challenging part of your job, Brandon?
I don't think there is one. I love it. Yeah, there's not. And I just started this job a couple weeks ago, so I'm still kind of feeling it out. But I did decline a job that paid more money because I knew it'd be a lot more stressful. And obviously I went with the right choice. And I think it's probably why I'm just, so happy these days.
Very good. Next question for you is, what is the biggest risk have you ever taken?
It's definitely with giving my heart away. Like,
oh wow, I think so. You're a very easy guy to get involved with. You just give, when you meet someone special, you just give everything. You are kind of person.
Yeah, I'm just a give everything kind of person, So it's anytime I basically give my heart away, it's a big risk because I'm just a big lover, and whenever I got people around me, there's not a day that'll go by that they ever wonder, like, I wonder what Brody thinks about me. And they know that people that know me know that I love them and I'm very affectionate. So yeah.
Do you know why is that? Because your blood, your Spanish blood, you know what I mean? Emotion.
I got that passion, William. That's what it is. I got that passion in me.
I think the Hispanic people, we live in this, you know what I mean, emotion. We just give everything. When you meet someone, it's naturally, we just give. We live the moment. We just appreciate, and you give all these emotions. It's a big risk. I totally understand, because sometimes it cannot be, you know what I mean, approaching. It not can get the same way from the other side. So I understand. Big risks.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what, Brad, never change, because that's the way it makes you feel beautiful. You know what I mean? They're your personality. I think never change. Take the risk. Keep taking the risk. I'm sure.
I love that.
Yeah. Don't change it. Keep being yourself and keep the risk, because it's a risk, of course, but it makes the person who you are, and you know what I mean. And that's what people appreciate the most.
I agree. Yeah, no, that's very sweet. Thank you.
Next one. When I meet friends here, like European friends, and they go like, "Oh my God, William, Brazilian people, they are so like they can be so much like you know what I mean, expression, emotion." And I tell them it's just because of the Brazilian soap operas. They are so famous. Our lives like drama, our lives back in Brazil.
Yes. You know, I will say every Brazilian I ever met is a bright person. There's always joy around them. And there's something to the culture that I think everybody's got to take a note from.
They just come with this, all these emotions, all this express yourselves.
Love it. I love it.
Next question for you is, what is the biggest difference between you and your best friends?
The biggest difference I would say is probably that sometimes, no, I'd say oftentimes I'm the devil on the shoulder, where some people are like, "Oh, Brody's so sweet," but I'm the person that's always like encourage everyone. You know, if we're drinking, I'm like, "Let's do shots. We're gonna do shots." Or, "Hey, how about we go do this crazy adventure? Let's go do this." So yeah, the biggest difference would be that I'm probably the one that's the bigger enabler.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Next one. Before the next one, what's the biggest difference between Austin and El Paso?
Okay, first of all, the cost of living. El Paso is much more affordable. And let me see, it's El Paso has a lot more Hispanic culture, so you could find some really good, you know, Mexican food. Yeah, there's a lot more Hispanic people, so it's, you know, it's just got that, vibe. A lot of people are just it's just a very welcome. I'd say El Paso is probably a little bit more welcoming than Austin. Austin's just bigger and everybody's newer, so you know it's different in that aspect.
And being gay there is very approachable. Like you feel safe being gay. It's all very friendly, or can be a bit challenging.
Yeah, actually, I feel like it's about the same if you were to be gay here or there. The community here in Austin is obviously going to be a lot bigger, but in El Paso, for the size of the city, I think they have a pretty nice, you know, gay district downtown. I know there's a gay community center too, which I don't believe we have one here in Austin, not anything official, but yeah, it's a very welcoming city for gays.
Good. Next question for you is, do you have any ability that you think no one has or you never met before?
You know, I would say like an ability I have is just being like the kind of person that people go and they talk to like when they're sad. So I guess maybe it's like a nurturing ability, that nurturing friend. But when any of my friends are sad, when anybody's sad, period, even people that I don't really know, someone I just meet at a bar, it's just everybody always feels compelled to tell me, "Oh, this is going wrong," or, you know, they'll always call me whenever something's going on. So I don't know what it is, but there's some sort of ability that I have there that is just drawing people whenever they have a problem and just want want a little bit of love, I guess.
Oh, sweet. Very sweet. Very sweet. I love it. Next one, Brady. Let's do it. Okay, next question for you is, what does your best friends do that comforts you the most?
Goes with me to go get margaritas. If ever I am sad, my best friend will say, "Okay, we're gonna go get some margaritas. Let's go." And you know, there's not many other things in this world that will make me happier than just sitting down and having a margarita in front of me. It just so happy.
it makes your day. It makes your day for sure.
Yeah. And the hugs are great too. You know, you gotta have a hug from your best friend whenever you're having a bad day.
That's true. That's true. It's the best comfort you can imagine. That's true for sure. Right. So I have 3 questions left for you. Okay, let's do it. Okay, next question for you is, what season of the year you feel more connected with and why?
I would say fall. Fall, and I'm gonna get real deep here. So fall, first of all, it's just, you know, perfect weather. You get a little bit of chilly morning, you get a warm afternoon, and maybe you gotta put a little coat on in the afternoon. The leaves are falling, everything's changing, and you know, for the reason why I connect with it is, you know, it's just, for me, my goal is, as a person, is to always, you know, be getting better, being more patient with, you know, people, being kinder with people, and just improving myself and always changing myself. And so fall is kind of like, you know, it's right before winter, right before a lot of the holiday seasons, where it's time to notice the things that you need to change in yourself. So it's just like every year, shed all your negativity, shed your summer crazies that you just had, you know, and just kind of like focus already on your winter season and, you know, changing for the world for a new year.
Is your birthday around the fall?
No, it's in April.
Wow, interesting. No, because somebody told me once that you feel very connected with the season you were born. And for me, it works perfectly because my birthday is November and I've always been very connected with the fall as well. Always my favorite season. Yeah, I think we are living now in our best season because now it's the fall and it's so nice. As you said, it's not very cold yet. It's not warmer. It's kind of middle. You just put your jacket on, you go have a coffee or walk. It just feels good.
I agree. Yeah.
And the colorful as well around. It doesn't happen during the year like this beautiful leaves. Just follow it. It's just beautiful. The color. I love it.
The only reason why I can't get down with spring is because spring is associated with, you know, bright colors and bright clothing. And, you know, I mean, I gotta say, fall fashion has something on spring fashion. There's no doubt about it, right?
For sure. 2 questions left. Let's do it. Okay. What's the most dramatic argument you ever had?
It'd probably be with my parents when I first came out. You know, I actually kind of ran away from home once, and I didn't go back for like about a week, and I stayed living with my boyfriend at the time. So it was pretty traumatic, just because I was like, you know, I don't know if I am ever going to see my parents again. It was that traumatic. So yeah.
I see. And when you look back, Brad, do you think it was necessary to build the person as you are today? Or if you could avoid that situation in the past, you would have breezed it? Do you think it was necessary?
Yeah, it was necessary. Like, it was going to come at one point or another. It just, you know, if I would have waited, it would have just been like, you know, me kind of wasting time. And that's the last thing I ever want to do.
I see. So you knew it, it would be a challenge for you with the fact that you're gay and coming out yourself. You knew already that would be a challenge.
Yeah, I think I was like maybe 6, 5 when I knew.
Wow. Ready for the last one?
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
Let's do it. For the last question, I'd like you to tell me what's the most positive thing you took out of this challenge on that the world has been facing with the COVID crisis?
It would be just appreciating those people who are who you love, for sure. Because we all didn't get to see a lot of people that we loved. And for me, it really taught me who those people were, and who really meant the most to me. People that we kept in contact with or had the capacity to keep in contact. So it was just the connections that we have with each other, and the yearning for those connections we have with each other. It's pretty important to think about that, and not forget those connections, because I know that we all had something similar, during COVID.
I agree. Last question for you is, what would be your theme song if you had your own show?
It would, it'd probably be like Shania Twain or like Reba McEntire. It'd be Shania Twain, Man, I Feel Like a Woman, or it would be Fancy by Reba McEntire. I grew up with a lot of country music. Both my parents listened to a lot of country music when I was younger, and those were two of my favorite artists when I was a kid. Or it'd probably be one of those for sure.
Very good. Right, it's not the end yet. Okay, let's play now the word association game. I'm going to give away some words and just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking.
Okay.
Let's start with family.
I think Thanksgiving.
Money?
Cars.
How about love?
Crying.
Life?
The sun.
Sex?
Bed.
Ooh. Politics?
Facebook.
I love it. How about religion?
I think of my family.
Fear?
I think about my bullies when I was younger.
Wow. Friendship?
Just having a nice meal.
Desire?
I think of like a house.
Regrets?
I'd say love.
Okay. Success?
Smiling.
Wish?
Clouds.
Happiness?
I think about my grandparents.
One word for El Paso.
Sun.
One word for Austin.
Skyscrapers.
And the last one now, USA. One word.
I'd say love.
Okay. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friend, tell me the most beautiful thing about Brady, and tell me something that he still needs to work on, to improve on. What do you think your best friend will tell me?
The best thing about me would be that I'm always there for my friends. The one thing that I would need to work on is probably just my patience. I could be kind of impatient. I don't get angry, but I just get impatient and anxious.
Do you see some work in progress?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, always working on that.
Let's play now, Brody, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But before that, let's play the music one more time.
All right.
Okay, you can ask me a question now.
All right. Think about a song that reminds me of your childhood. That reminds you of your childhood.
Right. All right. One of the songs that reminds my childhood. I don't know if you know Xuxa. Xuxa. She was still a Brazilian entertainer in the 80s. She was very big in the 80s. All South America, Spain, Brazil. So there is a song called Hilarie. It's a very uplifting song that it just gives you good energy. So yeah, so when I listen to the song, it's a song that brings me back to my childhood and brings me to good memories as well. And I listen to it. Even when I'm in the gym, I just put it on and just give this energy, like to do it harder, to work harder. I just love it. It's a Brazilian song from an entertainer called Xuxa.
I'm gonna listen to that.
Yes, I'll send to you the link. It's amazing. It's actually a Spanish version as well. So it's very,
really?
yeah. It's very. They call her Rainha de los Barritos. Hilari, hilari, yeah. Oh. It's a very dancing music, yeah, for kids.
Love that. I love that.
Buddy, did you have a good time? Did you enjoy the interview?
Yes, I did. You're so vibrant.
Oh, you as well, as you are very vibrant as well. Even though you are going through a tough time, I would never tell because of your energy, because you just have this beautiful approach as well. I think your best friend, they are right. You know what I mean? There are no bad weather around you. You're always in a good like vibe. That's what matters. I like it. I love it.
Yeah, thank you so much, William. I appreciate it.
But before you go, I would like to share a positive message, a positive quote, something that inspires you in life.
Yes. So there's this quote by, he's my favorite artist of all time. It's John Mayer. And there's this quote that I live by. And it's, I believe that my life is going to see the love that I give return to me. So it's just, just love freely. And, it kind of encourages me that, no matter whenever you get hurt in love, no matter what you do, if you don't receive something you're, hoping to get in return when you give love, it's going to come back to you. And I see it all the time, which is what keeps me going.
Amazing. Let's give spreading love around the world. That's what matters.
Absolutely.
Bro, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for the time. Thanks for the interview, and you keep in touch, okay? Enjoy your Christmas. Have a lovely time, okay?
You too. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Hugs and kisses.
Take care.
Nice to meet
Bye-bye.
you.
Ciao,
Bye.
ciao.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.